Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Elektra issue 3. So before I start talking about Elektra, just want to give you guys a couple updates. First update is that I do have Comic Uno episode 53 on Comic Frontline, and that's a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. And there's only one exclusive comic this week. We have Powerpuff Girls issue 10. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 53, which will be annotated. Also, I do have an important news update about next week's comic review, so if you haven't checked that out yet, it'll be annotated. Check that out if you want that news. But let's talk about Elektra. Issue 3, really cool cover. I love this. We have her going underneath the water, which is definitely a big theme of this issue, and really cool, imaginative art. I love it. Love this cover. Elektra has been this surprise series for me, which I do want to talk about. I want to say Elektra, for me, for issue 1, I'm like, oh, the art, I don't know what to think. It's very stylized. Does it fit Elektra? And then that narration just pulls you in, and the art really does pull you in. I wouldn't say I would want it for another character. I just think it fits for Elektra, and the movements that they use. It's really creative, and normally I wouldn't like this, but I feel like for Elektra, this fits her character really well. And again, that narration just makes you want to sink your teeth into the story. So, been really impressed with Elektra. It's been that under-the-radar series I never expected to like, but I'm really enjoying. So with this issue, we get to see that there's this assassin who wants to, or carnivore assassin, who wants to kill Elektra and eat her for memories, because she has crazy memories, and she's a very deep person, so he wants to eat her. And now, what Elektra's doing is teaming up with the Cape Crow's son to find the Cape Crow, and that's underwater. This is where his mother's, is buried, so they think Cape Crow might be there. He ends up not being there, and the Cape Crow's son might die. And actually, it's a big fight between the carnivore and Elektra, and they go into each other's memories and look death in the face, and that's the end of the issue. You're looking death into the face, and Elektra obviously has died in the past, so it's like, I've been through this, but this seems different. I was really impressed with this issue. I think out of everything, this is what I enjoyed the most reading this week. I thought it was really unique. I love the narration of what Elektra was explaining about being underwater. I'm like, oh, that is true. You don't really hear noise. You really are by yourself. And it's just interesting how they said that. It's like, that makes sense for Elektra's character. So a lot of the words they used here, again, the narration's what really pulls you in, and what really pulled me in this story. And I just thought it was very creative how they used the underwater story, but it still made sense of what's going on with this carnivore trying to get Elektra, and then the son, you know, getting hurt. I still think that story made sense, because usually with these kind of artistic stories, sometimes they lose the root of what the actual story is about, and they never did that. I always knew what the actual story is about, but we also had some interesting narration with very creative art. These two pages, these are great pages, but I don't think this is a great example, because this is usually not the style. It feels a little bit cramped with this, but still a good page. But a great page would be just her underwater, like these type pages. It's just really artistically great. And what I really like about Elektra, it just fits the series. So, with the art, it's creative, it's a good series, and I liked how Elektra stared herself, stared death in the face, and I'm looking forward to her exploring that more, especially since the narration's so good. I think they'll be able to get into her head a lot with issue 4, so it makes me excited for the next issue, and it's a really unique series, so I would really recommend this. It might not be everyone's style, but for me, I was really surprised with it. So this is actually my pick of the week. Really enjoyed it, had a fun time with it, so I'm going to give it 4.5, and I recommend Elektra. It's a really cool series. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.